Hey there, thanks for coming back. It's Mac here, and we are dealing with Shio. Excuse me. It's a demo from Coconut Island, and it is a platformer. So we're going to jump into it. I did play a little bit before, and I just want to get the basic feel of the controls. So there's a one button option in this game. So every button does the same thing as a jump. It's very pretty. I like the style. Takes a second for this guy to wake up. Never open eyes, ever see the light. And the music in the background is nice. Let's just take a second to soak in the scenery. I kind of wish there was a look around feature so you could kind of look to the right or left, but you have analog controller and D-pad controller. I find the analog controller works a little bit better because of the sensitivity. And as you guys well know, I am not the platformer. I've still only made it about 3/4 of the way through Super Meat Boy because I can only take these sort of games in little snippets. One thing I like is the silhouettes in the background. They're on a quick repeat of animations, but just the fact that they are animated is a nice little touch. Looks like there's some sort of dining service going on, and someone playing like a sitar up here in the background, wobbling back and forth. It's a really cool effect. Even the detail in the wood fencing, if you look behind my character right now, you can see there's kind of like looks like a road runner almost right here. And then to the right here is a dragon, okay? Then there's a landscape. So there's a lot of detail, and for me, that's one of the things that, look at this guy with the panda hat. Now, if I talk to him, he's just gonna disappear. So I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what the story is or what. But yeah, I mean, even looking at this, all right, even looking at the base of this lantern, how the shading is, there's, 3 or 4 layers of shading, even though it's this kind of simplistic style. I think the art's pretty cool. And if you see that someone has put that much time into the graphic presentation of the game, you know that it's not just one of these games that people are trying to produce and sell and make money or something. There's some artistic element here. So the way that it works is you can only jump once. There's no double jump. But if you tap jump a second time while you're in the air, you kind of do that flip. And I think the lantern that you're holding is supposed like flipping around. And if you do that when there's another lantern, you jump, all right? And you can do it when you hit the bottom, and you can do it when you hit the top. And you do have control when you're in the air. You can kind of move a little bit left and right. So we're just gonna go and play a little bit and see how we do. Now I haven't, and then we have these lanterns which are checkpoints. I haven't determined if, I held it for a long time there, and I'm gonna just tap it and see how high we go. So either way, whether I'm holding down or whether I'm just tapping, we go about the same height. You see, both times I went right, I'm pointing with my finger. That doesn't really help you. We went right about that high, right next to the little power lines that are right there. The fact that there are power lines, is that what those are? I think it is. So that's kind of interesting too, that there's the combination of the natural element in the background, and then we have the technological element of the power lines and these lanterns. And then these orange things right here, you see, will kill me. Like I just demonstrated on purpose. When I first played through, I thought you had to be like right on top of it to get the effect, like right on top of the lantern, but I can jump next to it and still get the effect. Let's move a little bit farther away. Oh, even there. So it looks like right about here is the closest I can get to get that effect. So that's about one body width away. That's good to know, because before I was aiming for like the actual lantern itself, but yeah, see if I'm just barely close to it. Oh, and smithereens. So I'm overthinking it here. I need to there's a little bit of blur as we play, and then we have these things on the wheel. Now, what is holding that up? You can tell that the artist put some thought into it. They're like, oh, there's these tight wires holding this up. But really, they're just floating there. It does create a neat aesthetic to the background, having those wires going. Again, the thing is, as I'm looking at this, what are those spikes supposed to be? They look like leaves. Are they leaves? So, leaf spikes. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to jump in piles of leaves. I don't know how that's supposed to be like a deadly thing for me or what. Oh. Moving too fast. And there's a little slide effect too, like you don't turn on a dime. There's a little bit, like when I turn around, well, maybe not. It kind of feels like I'm sliding a little bit. So here's the hard one. You have to jump and then jump to the right and then jump over, right? All right, so I'm just gonna try this. Oh, wait a second. Am I invincible when I'm doing the thing? No, I'm not. Okay. It kind of seemed like I was there for a second. Because well, we did that one. Alright, so here's another element of the game. We have a wind stream going up. Again, reminding me of Super Meat Boy and probably other platformers, but I don't play these sorts of games, so... Whoa. Oh, so close. We almost bit the dust there. And we did bite the dust there, so let's go up this one. Also, Mega Man brings me to Mega Man for some reason. An element where I think there were some sort of turbines in Mega Man that you had to either turn on. Alright, so we made it. 1,000,000 points to whoever can find a reference to the first game that used a wind stream effect like that. It probably wasn't Mega Man. So here, basically, if you see... I wish I could look, but you can't. If you see that drum all the way, or the lantern all the way to the left, basically you have to hit it 3 times to charge it up, and it will cause a mechanic that is further on the screen. I think it's a wall or something like that, to enact. So, and you need to do 3 of them, right? What I didn't realize before is that you don't have to do them in succession. So I can turn this one on, right? And then that door to the left has already gone down, and then there's another one, and I'm going to open up that one. And so let's see how I do. Now, right here, if the developer just happens to be watching, right here I fell down and I didn't die. I fell through the world and had to restart the game. So, just FYI, sometimes the developers watch and they give... Oh, there we go. I'm not getting the same kind of jump. Or maybe I am, it just doesn't seem like it. Alright, that one was kind of tricky. And then this one's even worse. So this one, this row of lanterns that are beneath me, it's going to keep on going, and I haven't gotten past this. So, I think I only made up that last thing one time, so here we go. All right, we did it. Wow, that took forever. Woo! You get that sense of accomplishment when you defeat a puzzle like that. All right, so I proved myself. What is this? Oh, so this is kind of like a magnet. Let's see how that works. Ooh, interesting. So we really have to kind of jump over here. Finally we get a lighthouse or a checkpoint. Oh my god, that is insanely difficult. Those little spindly things are insanely difficult. That took me probably 30 or 40 tries. Honest to goodness. Whew. Okay, I don't know I have much left in me, so let's just try this next thing. It looks like we have a wind gust over here and a spiral thing here. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. And I had to use the D-pad for that last section too, so. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna give it in right there. Pretty insane. So if you can master this level, I'd love to see your video finishing this demo. I don't know if I'm close or if I'm like still miles away. Very cool game. So if you like it, get the demo and finish it. I'm interested to see if the art continues to develop, or if this is like the only color palette they use, if there's like different biomes or something like that. If I was a better platformer, I think I would probably go ahead and give this game a shot. But some of those puzzles are extremely difficult. Comment if you like if you do, and thanks for watching.